Now moving forward, we are done with our header, we are done with the navigation bar. Now let's move to the main page. So we will come back to our code and we come to the home page. After the navigation bar, you define a main tag, and you can just for each of the box, you can just use div, and let's call this class card to define our card. So in this card we have our image, so let's just use a JSON. Let's just use a placeholder image. Let's use a placeholder image. So .com/300. And in case the image is not loaded, we just display. Let's just display this title: news and events. News and events. News and events. And after the image, you can see that we have the heading. So let's copy news and events, and we have h2. Let's call it h2, and after that we have some card text. So let's just define that as paragraph, and this is our card. If you save now, let's see it, and this is it. You can see that it's not looking nice yet. Now let's go ahead to style it. Before we start duplicating. It's good to style before you start duplicating. So now we select it based on what we have used to define it. Firstly, let's select the parent, which is the container, which is the main. The main is the parent of the card. So is the parent that will take the display of what? In case it's right, display of flex. And you can wrap it so that in case we have more elements that want to occupy the width and there's no space, just wrap it so that the next element that is not able to get the space will go to the next line. So also we should define the vertical alignment using align items. So we set that to center. Horizontal alignment, let's also set that to center using justify content center. And also we set let's save it and see it in action now. Now you can see now that we have been able to, but we don't have more element, that's why we have this. So now let's go ahead to, it's not nice the way it's attached to the top here. So we set the padding top. Let's just create some space at the top. Padding top, maybe 20 pixels should be enough. 20 pixels should be enough. And let's set some padding at the top, at the bottom, so that element that is coming below will not also be joined to the one on top. Padding bottom, let's also make that to be 20 pixel. And the background color, let's instead of us to be having this white color, let's just make it a gray color, maybe F2. So if we save, now see that the background color is different now. So let's go ahead to style the card. We have styled the parent, which is the div. Now let's go ahead to style the card. So we go from main, and the child of main, that is a class of card. So don't forget that we have defined it to take a class of card. So let's style each of the card. So the card should have flex basis. This flex basis means the minimum width is just like having a minimum width that the card should occupy. So the minimum width of the flex, we are using a calculate function now so that it will be relative to the parent. So calculate, take that 3%, just like dividing into 3 equal spaces. That 3%, the 3% and subtract 20 pixels from it so that we have some spacing. So also you should have some margin at the right. Margin right, let's say 20 pixels. Okay, we need to terminate this with a semicolon. If you save it, now you see that it's taking some shape. Let's duplicate it so that we see it in action. What if we make one more? See, now there's no space. This one has to go to the next line. So if we increase, you see that it's on the same line, 3 on the same line. So that is why we are using this 33%, so that the full width is 100%, but we are taking just 33 so that it will have 3%, like it will have 3 elements on the same line. Let's just add our own creativity. So this one is just 2. This one is just 2, but let's add our own creativity to make it 3. Even it can take it, so you can see. So, and moving forward, margin right so that it will not be jumped out together. And also we should have margin bottom so that we have some space at the bottom. Margin bottom, let's make it 20 pixel, and also background color of that card, we want it to be white. If you save it now, you see that we have background color now, but we see that all these elements are joined to it, so that we are going to resolve using padding. So let's just say padding. So once you say padding, it means up. So if it's going to be shortcut, top, right, left, center, top, right, left, top, bottom. So you see you have some padding all around the elements. And of course, let's add some, maybe some shadow so that the box will look more visible. So how do we do that? We use box shadow property. We to the left spacing, and we the color RGBA. Don't forget red, green, blue, and alpha, which is the transparency. So let's just set it to color black 0, and transparency should be light. So we have some little bit of box shadow now. You comment it. See, notice the difference when you comment. Notice that we have so a little bit of box shadow. So just like it's black. Now we need to now set a box radius, border radius, so that there will be a little bit curve at the edges. So we set border radius to make the curve, to make the edges to be curved a bit. So border radius, let's just set it a little bit, 5 pixels. I can see that the edges are now a bit curved now. So if you enlarge your page, see that it's taking shape, but there's something that needs to be corrected. Yeah, moving forward, let us set the image to take full width. Main card, and now we are going to the image that's the child of the card. So the image should take a width of 100%, 100% of its width, and also the height should be automatic, so just the full height. Now see, it's making sense now. So take the full width of the parent element, and having done that, let us then go ahead to style style the h2 element, this particular heading element. If you increase it now, I think it's okay. Let's leave it like that. Paragraph 2, okay, we can leave it like that. I think our card is good now. Let's just go ahead and duplicate it now. It looks the same with the sample we are following. Let us now go ahead to duplicate the content. So let's go back to the original news and events, after which we have academics, so news and events, replace with academic together with the text. Excuse me, text, and we also have the admission. Is this with admission, and we have the text, and just pause as I replicate others, or we just do them together. So copy this contact us, text, same thing, highlight again, Alt Shift down arrow, about us, copy. Let's just write this ourselves, about us, then about the school histories. We duplicate this again, alumni, we copy, description, put it here, and if you save, you should definitely have your page now. Just making sense to okay, yeah. So let's this next session we are going to design the footer, which is going to be the last part of the page. So looks something like this. That's what we're going to be creating next.